I'm going to answer 20 questions from the CF thing. The first question, like, if I mess up or something happens, please just ignore it, because I don't have an area of my own where I can't be disturbed. So yeah, just ignore everything else. First question is, who is someone you idolize or admire? Why do you admire this person? Somebody I idolize or admire, let's see. There's a lot of people that I actually admire and stuff. But of course you have to do something that works for me and that causes me to admire you. One of the people that I admire, and I'm pretty sure people have noticed this on my Facebook and stuff, is my great-grandma. She's not here with us anymore, but I really admire her. And no, it's not anybody famous or anything like that. She's just my great-grandma. I admire her because of the fact that everything that she's done, she's accomplished a lot in life. I can't really name them all, but I know she's very successful. I also get my smile and stuff from her. She was a really great lady. She was the most amazing great grandma anybody could have. She used to play dress up with me when I was little. Yes, I used to do that because I used to be a girly girl. I'm not anymore. But anyways, so she really cared for me, and she really cut out a large piece of her day just so she could spend time with me. And not very many people do that, because not really many people have time for me, really. So yeah, I admire her for her being caring, for always watching me, and making sure I was okay. She was also a very strong woman. She did not let anything keep her down. And she still continued to fight when she was on her deathbed. She was very strong, and she's very caring and loving, and I love her. So I admire my great-grandma. That's who I admire. Question number 2. What did you want to be when you grew up? What do you want to be now? Okay, when I was little, I wanted to be like a singer or something. Like a singer or a movie star or a wrestler. Yes. But what I want to be now, and what I'm actually going to work for trying to get, I wanted to be an animal rescue cop. The only thing is I found out a whole bunch of stuff about it that I can't do. So now I want to be a veterinary assistant. So I can still help animals, but I will be able to say where I want to be and still be able to help them. Sorry if I'm repetitive, that's how I am. 3. Where do you see yourself in the next year or 2? Why do you see yourself there or doing this? I see myself married to my fiance, and I see myself probably not in the next year or 2, but I see myself eventually having kids, but not in the next year or 2. I would like to settle down with a newlywed life first. But that's where I see myself, with my husband, around people I care about, and happily married, hopefully. No offense. 4. How long have you been role-playing? Do you just role-play, or do you story, write, draw, or form other means of creativity? I've been role-playing ever since I was able to talk, really. And ever since I started watching shows and stuff. I would always, I don't know if you would count it role-playing, but I would. I would always be a character, and I would play around with my friends, and we would just act things out and act like it was real, like we were in that world and everything. And then I started role-playing online. I have attempted to write a couple stories, but they never turn out great, and I don't want to embarrass myself, so I never put them up, because they're not impressive, really. I'm working on that. I'm working on it. 5. What makes you unique from everyone else? How are you different from others? Or are you okay with this? What would you change about yourself? I am different from others because while every other person is out there trying to changing themselves to impress certain people, I don't do that. I will admit I have done it a couple of times, but I realized, what the hell am I doing? I need to be myself, and the right people will accept me for who I am. And so that's what I just did. I just started being myself. I don't try to be like everybody else. I actually try to avoid being like anyone else. That's one of my main goals, trying to make sure I'm not like everyone else. I would probably change what I would probably change about myself is I would probably change the fact that I am so insecure, and I get very jealous. And like everything terrible that I've done to anybody, I regret being that person. I really do. Because I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like any other humans. I really don't. Even though I am human, I prefer not to be like them. Because I'm being a hypocrite here, but they're cruel. So I would change anything about myself that would make me like less of a person, or that would make me hated, because I don't. Anyways. So 6. What's your nickname? Where do you get it? Do you like it? I have several nicknames, and I like all of them. If they're good. I mean, if they're like supposed to insult me, then of course I don't like them. It's like, fuck you guys. But like Ani, Kiara, Kiku, Ember, stuff like that, or anything that comes with them. My most favorite nickname though is Megara, because that's just a name that I wish I could have. Or anything that's related to a fox or a dragon. Anyways. 7. When you're having a shit day, what do you do to make it better? How do you pick yourself up when you've fallen? Usually, when I'm having a bad day, or a shit day, as the question states, I usually will like watch PewDiePie or something. Anything to make me laugh. I will hang around people that will get my mind off of whatever has caused my problems. Like, I'll talk to the CFs. Mainly Blue. But I'll talk to them. And they really, to hearing about, like, I can vent to them and hearing about what they have to say about it. If they agree with me or anything like that, it makes me feel better. It really does. Because I don't feel like such a terrible person if everyone agrees with me and it's not just me that thinks that. And plus, like, they tell me their stories and I'm just like, I really wish I could help you. So it makes me forget about all my problems because I want to help other people. So, usually, yeah, it's watching PewDiePie or anything funny or talking to the CFs. 8. So everyone here loves pets. How many do you have? What kinds of pets are they? If you don't have any, what pets would you like to have and why? I have like 3 dogs. And so I have like 3 dogs, pretty much. 3 cats, 2 birds, a ferret. Though I really would like to have a fox. I will get a fox eventually, watch me. And a husky. Question number 10. What's your favorite season of the year? Why do you prefer this time of the year? Again, ignore like any background sounds. I actually prefer spring because it's nice out. It's either fall or spring because I don't like really hot weather and I definitely hate really cold weather. So if it's in between, I love it. So it's mainly in the springtime usually. Well, unless you're in Kansas, then it's just like all over the place. So you don't really have a specific thing you want there. Specific season, because it depends on what the day is like. If it's nice, not too hot, not too cold, I'm fine with it. 9. Wait, nope, already read that one. Wait. I skipped a question. Anyways, okay, so 9. We ask everyone this question, and my bad if it repeats, but what animal are you most likely like? Mostly like, sorry. Why do you see yourself this animal? Sorry, I was like, a bad day. Anyways, I see myself most likely like a fox. Because, I mean, I'm very sneaky. I'm also very, I know how to get myself out of bad situations. We'll say that. I'm just really like a fox if you think about it. I mean, I don't trust people easily, and foxes certainly don't, especially if you have a reptile in the house for some reason. So I don't trust people that easily. I can be very sly when I want to be, and I'm sexy. I mean, what? I'm kidding. Anyways, so since I skipped 10 I skipped to 10 and like skipped 9 and skipped 10, we're gonna go to 11 now. I feel like a dork. Anyways, what is your all-time favorite anime, or at least your top 2 favorites? If you cannot pick one, why are they your favorite? My top 2, because I have 2. I have Yu-Gi-Oh! I like Yu-Gi-Oh! And I also like... I actually have several, but I'll just go ahead and say Vampire Knight. Mainly because I'm into vampires and stuff, and then the whole Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing, I just like the Red Eyes Black Dragon. And Joey and everybody, because there's like people in there that I'm just like, hey, they do exactly what I do. I would totally do that in a situation like that. Number 12. So if someone broke into your house in the dead of the night, tell us what would happen. I'm going to answer this honestly. I don't know what would happen, because if somebody broke in the house, I'm not very strong, so I probably wouldn't try to attack them unless I had, like, extreme ninja skills on my side or something like that. But I would, if I had to, I would, like, grab the nearest thing and try to attempt to do something. But I hope that never happens. Depends on, like, I can turn anything into a weapon in some way. Ask my fiance. Okay, so 13. Are you more likely to be open with people, or are you shy? I guess you would say shy, because I'm very antisocial. I'm not comfortable talking to a lot of people. So, yeah, probably very shy. But I'm also open once you get to know me and stuff. Like, once I get to know you and I'm comfortable with you, I'll be open and everything. But other than that, I'm pretty shy because I don't trust people and I don't want to scare people off that I really want to get to know. So, yeah, I'm pretty shy. And open. It's both. Tell me why you think honesty is the best policy. I think honesty is the best policy because of the fact that if you're not honest with your friends or something, then they're going to end up probably making fools of themselves. And you don't want that. If you care about them, you don't want them to go make a fool of themselves or something. So you got to be honest with them. And if they don't like your honesty, then you know what? They're just not meant to be in your life, so they just have to get over it. Also, if you are not honest with them and they find out about any lies that you said, they're not going to trust you anymore. That's what's happened to me several times. I trusted some people and they just turned their backs on me. What's funny, that leads to the next question. Give me at least 3 reasons why humanity has failed us and continues to fail. Be sure to back up your words with intel. Government. I find it funny that all this stuff, like, just magically happens. And you know what else I've noticed? Is, like, when people, like, murder people, they get off a trial. There's no problem. They're like, hey, you killed somebody, you should be in a lot of trouble. You're not guilty. Even if they find evidence that the person is guilty, they still say they're not. But if somebody's, like, if a normal person is just trying to just, like, protect their family by they don't even kill anybody, they get a whole bunch of time in prison. It's like, that makes no sense. And then, of course, they, like, complain about how much they're in debt and shit, and then it's like, you don't do anything about it except for make us pay more, and we don't even have enough money ourselves. And that's coming from me because I don't have money right now. I really don't, because I don't even have a job, and I need to get a job soon, but so nobody's hiring me. It's kind of personal. Anyways, so yeah, and then humans. Also, I'm being a hypocrite again, because I'm human also. But, they tend to find any way possible to judge people, and even if they don't know the person, just to make themselves feel better. They backstab a lot of people just to make themselves more popular, I should say, or they even hurt the people they care about so they could fit in with people. It's like, if they're your best friend, why would you turn your back on them? That's stupid. I mean, then in the end, those people that you did all that for are not going to care about you, but your best friend, they would care about you for all the time. They're probably just using you for something. And another reason that humanity has failed us. is because they don't do anything at all to stop. They say, oh yeah, we're going to stop bullying and we're going to stop. They don't do anything about it. Like when I was in school, they would say that, like they would say, if you get bullied, tell somebody. But whenever I told somebody, they called me a tattletale or they didn't do anything about it. Like if I didn't see it, it didn't happen. No, that sucks, you piece of shit, bitch. Anyways. 16. Today is your last day on Earth. What would you do and why? If it was my last day on Earth, I would probably try to accomplish something in my life. Whether by any means, anything I wanted to do that had to do with like any fantasies of mine, I would totally do it. I would totally just like do any fantasies of mine. I would even try to fly. But I would just like fulfill my fantasies that I've had. I would tell everybody exactly how I feel about them, no matter if it hurts them or not. I mean, that goes back to the honesty thing. If you ask me how I feel about it, yeah, I'll tell you. But if you don't ask, I'm not going to say anything. Just because I don't want drama, and I hate drama. I try to avoid it. Anyways. 17. If you never truly know somebody until you know what they are afraid of. Name some things that scare you, terrify you, and keep you awake at night. Tell us why those things scare you. Things that scare me, and it's kept me up at night like lots of times. If I get in an argument with my fiance or something, it keeps me up at night because I really care about him and I really love him and I don't want to lose him really. I'm afraid of losing people that I care about and being alone. I hate being alone. I'm also afraid of being forgotten in any way possible. And just things that keep me up at night is like when I'm sitting there alone, I'm thinking about everything that's gone wrong, and I'm just like, why the hell did I do that? Why is this happening to me? Stuff like that. 18. If you can go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go? How come you're headed there? I would go to Greece because I've always wanted to go to Greece, especially to visit Apollo's temple because that's my favorite Greek god. Whether you believe they exist or not, that is my favorite made-up Greek god if they don't exist. I think they do, but whatever. That's my favorite Greek god. I'd also want to go to Italy because I have bloodline coming from Italy. I'd like to go to Scotland again. That was fun. I would like to go to Wisconsin, which hopefully I'll be able to get to do soon. I would want to go to the Caribbean, Hawaii, Jamaica, all that island stuff. And then there's a part of me that just wants to be like, hey, I want to go to the Bermuda Triangle, but no, I don't want to die. Anyways. Oh yeah, I'm also afraid of dying. I really am. Like, at least dying before I get everything I want in my life to, like, accomplished. Yeah, I'm afraid of that. 19, be honest. Do you feel good about yourself? Do you love yourself? What things would you change in order to better yourself as a person? No, I don't feel good about myself. No, I don't love myself. I really don't. And I say that because of the things that I would love to change, is what I mentioned earlier. I get jealous easily. Honestly, I'm a pretty fragile person. I don't like being that. I would change that that I get jealous, that I'm fragile, that I hurt people because because sometimes I get selfish. That's what I would change about myself. Like any bad qualities I have, like any flaws I have. I mean, because those flaws, like even though people are supposed to accept you for your flaws. Here's the thing, those flaws affect my life majorly, and it's really crappy. 20, final question, this is a big one. What is most important to you? What's most important to me is having people that accept me for who I am, having people that can tolerate me and that care about me no matter what I do to them, which I hope that I would never hurt people to where they would just reject me, because I cannot stand rejection. I hate rejection. This is why I'm, like, when I was dating and stuff, I was never really the person to ask people out because I didn't want to be rejected. Or if I, like, open up to somebody and then they don't like it, I hate it because they reject me and I feel like I don't even want to talk to you anymore. Like, I hate being rejected. It's most important to me to be accepted, to not be rejected, to be loved, to have, like, I'm not an attention whore, but I would love to be paid attention to. I don't like being ignored. I hate being ignored because it just makes me feel, it's like a form of rejection for me, and I hate it. So yeah, that was my 20 questions. I hope you enjoyed. It's Megan. See you later.